Obviously, either the storm, this phone, or my Wi-Fi fucked up the recording, and it ended at going to visit his father. In the book, he goes to visit his father, and ends up in another universe with the plane. And I don't know what the other people on the plane did, but I hate when I have to fucking re-say things. And yeah, so originally he was on a bus and he crashed into a wall that went through another universe. I didn't know that buses just have a bus terminal, but I was like, oh, they turn around at the end of town. Maybe I saw that on something, or I was thinking of trains, subways. So the bus is turning around. He falls asleep because the woman who usually wakes him up is not on the bus. He's leaving work on the bus, and then or school, or no, work, with, like, at night, like, so after school, whatever, and, oh, hold on, the Digimon thing, I had written that other version with Jason and all that. Oh, yeah, I don't know why I didn't catch this Nidoran female, oh, I did, fuck, okay, hold on, Nidoran female. The poison pin Pokemon. Though small, it must be treated with caution because of its fuck.
Nidoran female, the poison pin Pokemon. Though small, it must be treated with caution because of its powerfully toxic barbs. The female has smaller horns.
Oh, okay. Maybe that sounds like shit, then I'll just redo it in Audacity. The recording that I just checked when that went out, hold on, oh, yeah, it wasn't fainted. The audio was like cutting out, so you couldn't hear me. My mic was probably too far away, but and like it's not on my head, as I've said. Yeah, so then I was like, okay, I'm going to rewrite the one with me in Digimon, and then I was like, okay, they'll be in a different universe, and I was like, wait, no, put them in the same universe, and then eventually I did that with a book that I was writing with me as the hero, as like a sort of a Flash ripoff, but it's become a whole different thing with like a time watch, or I don't know or just traveling between universes and time with like magic guns. I don't know. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll have them be in two different universes. Like, I'll have my book be in another universe, because I was writing a multiverse. The second trilogy was going to be in like a sci-fi type universe. The Earth 2 was like a medieval universe, but now it's more Roman than medieval. Sort of a mix. Because it's a different universe that's developed differently because of things. And then eventually I was like, oh, you know what, no, I'll just put them in the same universe. And then so I have me with those three characters, and eventually I was like, okay, I'll make them the same age. And yeah, so now I've had to make it so that in my universe, weed was legalized earlier, and the legal drinking age in Ontario is lowered back to 18, conveniently for the plot, because I didn't want to have to deal with like the end of high school, because I think I started writing the book in May in 2015, so that's when I made the character's birthday, and that's what I made the start as. Actually, no, not originally. It wasn't originally his birthday. But I was insistent on his birthday being May 15th or 14th or 13th, or I don't know. First it was a Wednesday, now it's a Friday the 13th. Oh wait, I didn't even mean that with the Jason thing. I just realized that. It's an unlucky day, so bad shit happens on when the book starts, but I just realized, oh, Jason. That's not intentional, but I guess it kinda is now. If I'm thinking about it now, and I'm just going with it, but that's not gonna be mentioned in the book. You can make that connection on your own, I guess. These fucking training videos again are just gonna be me on long rants. It's just me ranting on my writing. That's okay. Well, I say it's okay. Maybe you don't say it's okay. I don't know. Yeah. So it's so the final story is developed into 3 characters. Their families are all friends. Like the trio, Jason, Olivia, and Abraham. That's the order that I say them in. And their ranking in their group, sort of. Their parents are all friends, so they've been friends since they were born, basically. And when they were little, on Earth 2, they had to switch Earths, basically, because the versions of them the versions of their parents from Earth 1, which is here, essentially, but different, with changed, because there's fictional characters living in it, and they have an ancestry, so I can just tweak little things in reality. I mean, it starts in 2016, so I changed it to 2016 for the Friday birthday. So that I think it was because the 15th is on the Sunday then, but then I changed to the 14th for Jason, but now it's the 13th. So his parents are they were heroes on Earth 2. They were just royalty, possibly one of them, at least one of them, or at least maybe none of them were royalty. Are now, recently they were royalty. Yeah. And then they meet their doppelgangers, they are heroes, and maybe they fought the evil lightning god that came back, or maybe not. I don't know. They meet their doppelgangers and they're friends with them, and eventually the ones from Earth 1 take over and run them out, and then that's 2001, and 16-ish years later, the older, the parents have been working as vigilantes on Earth 1. No one knows it's them, and Jason's 19th birthday, but it's also him and his father very close. Or he has a twin brother, but Jimmy, not Joey. I changed it to Jimmy. I gotta develop Jimmy more. I mean, he's going to Earth 3, so and I really wanted to have him having a good conversation with his father while they're smoking a joint. Originally, I wanted it to be early morning, they have a tradition of getting up on Saturdays or special occasions or something. Well, it was every Saturday, but that's, I don't know. I guess it could just be a tradition every Saturday morning they get up and get high. So now it's just a nighttime thing and kind of rushed. Maybe I should. It's just that I want. At first, it was gonna be it changed into him coming home from work, trying to come home from work to get to his birthday party, and the doppelganger of his father calls him. He thinks that it's his father, asking him to go to the bookstore that he owns, and then he goes there and gets ambushed and taken to Earth 2. And one version I've had multiple versions had them in the basement for his party. Originally there was a always locked office of Robert's, the father, or Robert Forrest, Jason's father, and in a few of the versions they go in there, and Jason's able to pick the lock because he's a lock picker. I don't know, or he just can get in there, and then they discover a bookshelf, and they pull a book, and it opens to a room with a portal. I don't know how they're just able to get to Earth 2 if they escape from there, but it's my own writing, and I made like a whole Minecraft thing of it. Like, holy crap, like, being more creative than I realized. Like, I've made multiple Minecraft things, but I think I've lost some of them. I've lost some of the worlds, unfortunately, but I could recreate it. It wasn't that difficult, and I had like all kinds of furniture, and it was cool. But I've changed it anyways. There's no longer a portal to another world in their basement. It's in the bookstore. So the fact that I was gonna have the people from Earth 2, like, or a large number of them, and then other criminals that they. Oh, because I don't live in a city with crime, and I'm writing a fucking story about superheroes, and I don't want to set it in New York or Toronto, and I don't know what it's like there, and I wanted to use the city that I live in just because it's where I live, and I was in the book, I guess. Originally I had the Robert Force being mayor, but that's a little too close to Green Arrow. I mean, I can make a similar character because I'm making it literally more Robin Hood than Green Arrow, and like he's a thief, and he steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Like, that's what his father Robert Force did on Earth 2 and does on Earth 1, just differently, I guess. Corrupted rich, obviously. And oh god, there's been so many versions of these, and like Robert's father is William Forrest, who on Earth 1 has a company like Wayne Industries or whatever. Like, that's I need to use certain things to make the plot to just make things work out. Like, I have because I need to have a backstory for the Earth 1 versions of them, so they're rich as well. I mean, royalty on one Earth, kind of royalty on another. And then so the William Forrest on Earth 1 has been pretending to be none the wiser. Either he knows that it's not his son, but he's pretending to be nice, or he thinks that it's his son, and or is pretending to think it's his son, but he like I said, he's pretending to be none the wiser, and then eventually he reveals a secret. So I want to have William reveal, or not maybe him reveal, but he gets in trouble, and it's revealed what of things that the Earth 1 Robert did, but they're blamed on Earth 2 Robert, obviously, because he's posing as Earth 1 Robert. And Jason hears about this, and he's like, what the fuck? He had looked up to his dad so much and was inspired by his generosity and stuff, and he gets angry, thinking that like everything his life has been a lie. And then eventually he gets to Earth 2, and he takes on the role of like a Robin Hood character, Emerald Hood, and learns of his father on Earth 2, and learns that he's from there, and learns that it wasn't all a lie, that his father was who he thought he was all along, and he was the Emerald Hood, the vigilante, like the vigilante that he also looked up to. He looked up to his father and that guy, and he somehow didn't know his father was the Emerald Hood, even though the archery and whatever. But like, if I have Abraham as he wields a sword, well, if he just suddenly is thrust into another world, he doesn't know how to use a sword right off the bat if he wasn't trained. So I have to make it like, oh, maybe him and his father just like train with swords for exercise. But would that be healthy for like? Would that be healthy for a teenager? Like the character's 18 at the beginning of the book. guess knights and shit were trained when they were younger, but was that good for their body? Like, I guess exercise is fine when you're a teenager, but like, just heavy stuff, like it's heavy lift, like a sword is heavy, and I guess teenagers lift heavy weights, but do they lift heavy swords? Like, I guess it's not like he's a little kid. But like, I don't want to just have him, oh, suddenly he has the knowledge of sword fighting, because that's just lame. Maybe I would call that lame if I read it in something, so that's why I'm saying that. But I think I always doubt my ideas because it's either that I myself subconsciously don't like the idea and I'm translating it as other people not liking it, or whatever I've been people I've been exposed to online and stuff like make me think that they'll call that dumb, but just because someone doesn't like something doesn't mean someone else doesn't or won't like it. So yeah, and so but now, I wanted the Earth 2 people to have like a big invasion and attack the city. I haven't fucking talked about. I've just started new conversations, started new topics, or haven't finished my thoughts. Wanted to be an invasion, and so that's better at night. That's more exciting at night. But him and his dad smoking is more. It seems more memorable in the morning. So I don't really know. Like, I have to do it at night because it's just working out now. I've started writing it. I wanted to stick to it, but I don't know. And what was it? No, hold on. Writing. Emerald Wood. Oh fuck. Shit. Now I forgot. Fuck. What was I saying? It was. Like, I didn't finish my thought, but yeah, I'm gonna have to stop the stream.